So we focus on ashiguruma tonight. Ashi, feet, leg. Guruma is to wheel. So you're going to wheel them over. This is a very, very good throw. Do not bend your knee. Do not try to sweep. Don't step on their toe. I can't tell you how many times my toe broke because of that. Originally, it's a tewaza. In the Kodokan, ashiguruma is a ashiwaza. From a scientific standpoint, when you're doing ashiguruma, what is it that's actually throwing? It's the hands, yeah? Because you're not sweeping with the leg, you're merely holding it out there and you're wheeling them over. So is it an ashiwaza or a tewaza? Who cares? If it works, it works. So ashiguruma, kihon no kata. Hai, ich, you see the komamusubi? Ich, komamusubi, now you see a sankaku, a triangle. So from here, then this comes on the outside. So you see how my tsumasaki, my toes are pointing straight? And this foot just comes right over there. So the target is you want to catch it here. So it's midway between the ankle and the knee. From here, it does not sweep. It stays there. Each knee. Now you notice how severely I turned his shoulders? That's very important. If you leave his shoulders this way here, okay, here, forget about it. The pulling hand, hikite, is going to come here. I'm going to pull it to my hip bone. Migite, the right hand, is on his collarbone, and what it's going to do, it's going to first push back, and then you notice as I turn it, you see here how he comes around? So that's the tsurite. The tsurite is the following one. It goes in the same direction. So a lot of people forget that the tsurite has to come around. So they go like this, here. See how I turn my hip? You see my komomusubi? My komomusubi is this way here when I step in. You notice how my komomusubi turns? That's important because here, the shitahara, this is the, shitahara is below the stomach. That's really where the energy is generated. Komomusubi is an important gauge. If it's still here, it's not effective. But if you turn it, it becomes very effective. And once again, getting the hips to turn, very important. So that's the kihon no kata. So here, hai, each knee here, and then this shoots over. And to kake, you just merely continue that. Don't move your leg at all. So you want to keep it stiff like that. That's why you have to lean over to this side here. The pulling of the hand is going to actually wheel them over your leg. So you notice that my right elbow does not come up. Each knee here, it does not come up. It cannot come up. You got to force it to stay down. It wants to come up. You have to convince it to stay down because you lose all kuzushi this way here. When it's down, look at that kuzushi. Pow. Butsukari jutsu. We forget that. The further you step back here, okay, the kuzushi is much stronger. So what you look at is their toes. You want to step here so that your foot comes, and you see how my toes, good neighbors with his toes? They were good neighbors. Okay? So try that. So you just watch my right hand. Most of you are doing this here. There's no kuzushi here because the hand doesn't know which way to go. Up, down, around, back. When I step in, you see how I turn? So it becomes a shotezuki, okay? The shotezuki pushes back. It knows where to go. And then when I turn, you notice here, look, my elbow is down, my knuckles pointing straight ahead. When you do turn, your pinky is going to be up. Yamarashi has more of the koshi inside of it. It's kind of like a ukigoshi with the leg blocking on the outside, and it's more of a pushing this way here and rolling forward. Yamarashi is here, comes on the outside and comes here, okay? And then you throw them over. I had a good friend in Japan. He would love this throw. Ashiguruma. So let's look at where the origin of this technique comes from. Everything from the battlefield, okay? Let's say this time here he has a yari, a spear. Okay, come here, move out of the way, grab. Here, see now I have hit both arms, yeah? And then from here, just turn, ashiguruma. You're doing this.
Hey.
Huh? Why are you looking?
Because I'm beautiful.
Where do you want to throw? The nose knows. It has to turn, and that's where you want to throw them. So you see all these little ingredients, very, very important. Very, very important. Otherwise, it just turns to be a lot of muscle.
ありがとう